Wheels dressed, and I put some more fresh oil in. And the bottom side of that I've stoned off, so we get a nice flat bottom to rest it on. As you can see from what's written on there, 3884, 3885, so we got it to within 1,000, which not to be sniffed at. We'll get it going and then we'll just touch it off, and we'll just put the eye spots in the middle. Right, put some power on, shall we, and see what. I've only just turned it on so the machine's cold. Dickson behind the wheel at the bottom of the spindle. But she actually, for a really old machine, she's pretty accurate to be fair. I forgot to show you the final machining on that block, but you didn't miss anything. Cheerful bang good place mill, stood up to it, as you can see. I see there's some other comments on the video previous to this already, so about different tool holders and which are best and which aren't. I have no idea really. I know if you read up about these Dickson type tool holders, they're supposed to be the dog's doodah, so to speak. But I don't think there's much difference in any of them, the Loris or any of the other quick changes. As long as they're rigid and they work, it should be all that matters, isn't it? finish, that is. Well happy with that. What I've found with what bit of grinding I've done so far, I know this is a long stretch to grind, but surface area there's not that much. When you grind this side, however, if you want to get a finish like that all the way along, you need to grind it flat and then redress the wheel and just take just a few tenths off until you get to that sort of finish. But we're not that fussed about it. We'll get the mag base clean up. In fact, I might as well leave it running and just show you what I do. We'll get the thick off with a squeegee. Wipe the table down. And by hand. You really can't feel anything on there with your hand if there's anything there. Just clean up the bar. Solid rock machine shop, Robin Renzetti, two great lads to watch if you want to know anything about surface grinding. They're really, really good. Right. So I'm just going to send it over at the same setting. I'm not going to alter anything. Just want to see what happens. Looking for 3.875. .882. .881. about 6,000 feet. Take a towel off at a time. I don't want to load the wheel up too much. Should end up really getting a decent finish on this side without having to redress the wheel. So this will be 2 pounds since I measured it. I'll take it to 5 and then I'll bring it back again. Now left to come off. And what I've been doing is I put 3/4 of a thou on there and then I'll run it back and just put the last 3/10 on just to clean it up. I know it's not the best way of measuring it with them calipers. But you use what you got. Actually, Bob Dickson told me that the kind of truthful thing about those calipers is that what you tend to do if you're not careful is put more pressure on the caliper itself. You can actually make it read what you want within reason. So after Bob said that to me, it kind of got me thinking. I always try to put the same sort of pressure on now. Hardly any like, but keep it consistent. I'll put the last 3/10 on. Let that run across. Have another measure. try and give ourselves the best chance of getting a measurement out. .875. There's some shit under there somewhere. Or on there. Yeah, what's going on here? Even I know it can't have grown. 876 or something. There's a bit of shite somewhere. Because that can't. I know steel can grow when it gets hot. But that's not hot. 0 76 76 76 76 76. Right. Well, a thou oversize on that length. I'm not bothered with that. It can stay as it is. So we'll get it flipped over. Little for diddle. So on this one, we're a thou higher on the right hand side. Very carefully coming up to touch the wheel. Touch it, back it off a little bit. So let's see what we like. Too high, not too low, sorry. And clear down there. Clear down there. Clear there. And clear there. Right, contact. Put much of a cut on because I don't know, there could be a bump in it somewhere. So what I'll do, I'll give it another thou, then take a string pass if that cleans it up, and then I'm going to flip it over and do exactly the same as I did with the other 280s. So at least you get to see the old girl doing a bit of something. side. When I said I think this was one of the first surface grinders Jones and Shipman made, I don't mean this was one of the first ones of that particular model. Sorry, of this particular type. I would imagine it's the first model that they made. With it having the counterweight on the back. Put 3/4 of a plough on that. Particular block, with it being the last one, I'm not shooting for a particular thickness here. I just want to clean it up. These tool holders I get out of this block will be a little bit fatter that way than the other one, just in case I need that little bit more room. I don't know whether I will. Take it off, I can't put it back on. It's not much, maybe a couple of 100 pound thicker. Definitely a little bit thick on the edges. Tell you what, let's just have a quick look at something actually. I took 3/4 of a power off that. Very nearly got it all. A little area there. Going up there. Around there. Back to that. A little bit there. We'll see what happens when we just put a plough on it, and that'll give us an idea of how close we were. Just curious then, because it kind of gives me an idea of how flat the base mill on the surface grinder leaves me. I'm quite pleased with that, to be honest. Can you see that now? same setting and I think we'll call that good. Unless it's an atrocious finish. I can tell by the sound of the wheel when it's getting loaded up a bit. And as well, when I'm looking at that there, I missed the side edge. When it's going back on the same setting with a nice, crisp, clean wheel, you don't quite get as many little sparks as that. There's some good lads on YouTube who do this. Where I've picked up my information from, Solid Rock Machine Shop and Robin Renzetti. Oh, and not forgetting Big Boy Stan as well, Sikowski, whatever his name is. What we can maybe do is just going to wipe this block down and see if I can get you a close-up shot of it on the camera. And then I think what I may do is just redress that wheel and just show you what the difference it makes. The only problem is I don't know whether my camera will pick it up. I can see chatter lines in that. Is it focusing or not? Because I can't see the bloody screen. Right. How are we doing there? Come away a little bit. I can see the little chatter lines in that steel. So what we'll do, just so you know I don't cheat, that's the side. So I'm going to just dry this off. I'm going to redress the wheel on the grinder. Mount that back on there. And then we'll see if, like I expect, how much of a difference it will make. Plenty of guys out there that will show you how to redress a wheel, so that's not what I'm doing this for. Only thing to remember is make sure you're on the trailing edge side of your wheel. Come up so you're nearly touching. On this I can go to a fine feed. Go across it fairly quick. That's it. So what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to open up all the pores in the grinding wheel. I know for some of you lads that know all about this, you'll be saying what the hell's he waffling on about, we already know that. but I'm sure there's people out there who don't. So I've learnt quite a lot of stuff from YouTube over the time I've been on it. So I suppose it's only fair you put a bit back in it. Right, that's nice and clean. I hope this doesn't get too boring. I'm leaving it in real time doing this so that you know I'm not cheap. So clean. Oop. Clean. We're roughly in the same place we were before. And when I come back over this, I'm literally going to just dial in on my gauge, maybe 3, 4, 5 tenths. Just touching at that. Well, that's what I'm going to send it over at, it's just touching. Onto that. Now this all might be a waste of time if the camera didn't pick up the finish in the first place, but if you can see that, I can see the lines in it. Oh, we actually touched it. I don't think we have. Taking enough off to get the finish we're after. No, we're not. I'm still leaving bits of the blue line behind. Just tiny little bits of it. We'll have a look at that when it comes all the way across and just see what it looks like. So we get a better look at it. I think I need a new squeegee. Right. There's a massive difference. I hope the camera picks it up. But that is There is still one or two lines here, for that and there, but I think what that is because we were hardly taking anything off. You can see a line there, look, in the middle. But that's as good as it's going to get for me. I think. I'm more than happy with that. Thanks to Solid Rock and Renzetti and the other boys, because what bit I know, that's where I've learnt it from, and it works just the same with grinding wheels on your bench grinder. If you haven't got a little dressing wheel for your bench grinder, get yourself one. When you're grinding something and you find that it's not really taking it away, but you're not grinding it off very quick, you just clean the front face of your grinding wheel up and then have another go, and you'll see the difference. You'll be amazed. So anyway, so that's that done. Next video will be machining these centres out, I suppose. I imagine we've got enough time now on this to do another one, so. And you get to see the old girl's not dead, she's still going. So, which is nice. This is another tip, when you put this on, because it's a large flat surface and it's sucked down to the table, if you don't clean the crap from out the front here, I know Robin Renzetti, he has a little pokey thing that you can put underneath and lift them up, but I don't think you would be able to do that with this, because it's such a good finish on the bottom to the good finish on there that it kind of sucked down. So the only way you can get it off is to slide it. But if you don't clean the crap from in front, what it does, it sits underneath and scratches it off. And that was what I did before. Well, let's show them scratch marks. But anyway, we'll manage with it. Right, so that's it then, boys. I'm going to put some oil on a rag, and I'm going to oil this table, oil that block, and then I'm going to go in the house and spend a bit of time with the missus, I think. So she decides to cut my balls off while I'm asleep. Anyway, I'll try and get this out before New Year. If not, it'll be after that, but if I do manage to get it out before New Year, I hope you all have a good one. And got your wine, women and song and all that sort of malarkey. Anyway, Happy New Year everyone. I'll rephrase that. Happy New Year everyone. And I'll catch you later.